All right, we are back for part 2. Let's go ahead and get started and get everything up and rolling and get everything up and doing this and doing that. Everybody gets on and we start a part 2 festival unlike you've never seen before. Oh my God. Let me move that fourth and full crate over here. Fantastic. Let me go ahead and move this over here. I think I said 11:45, and then it's 11:51. I walked back here at 11:45, and I was like, "Oh crap! I better get going." Then I had to use the restroom right quick, and then had to make sure I have my caffeine ready, which I've laid down somewhere. We've got 2 faithful viewers right now. We've got 2 people on. Okay, now 11. Okay. Oh, I forgot my YouTube. My Facebook counter doesn't work. Okay. Craig, you're the first commenter. Thank you, Craig. It is awfully late to be starting a part 2, but that's what we do around here. This time of night, I'm like, man, is anybody even still awake? And then here y'all come. Y'all start showing up. Y'all slowly start showing up. All right. Welcome. Everybody, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know your favorite flavor of ice cream. And your favorite movie, your favorite band. I wonder what Brian's favorite band is. Welcome, everybody. Favorite everything. I just woke up. Whew. I got pretty drowsy up there, honestly. I feel better. I put some more ice back in my energy drink, and I was just about ready to go home and probably lay down myself and then just come back here in the morning to meet them. But I was like, well, I've already told them words out, and then it's hard to get word back out that I'm not going to do a part 2. But I was like, let's go ahead and do it. I'll get woke back up. But yeah, I got kind of to a slump up there eating my food, and I was scrolling aimlessly through Facebook, getting sleepy. Usually if I'm scrolling on Facebook, I'm about to go to sleep. If I'm on Facebook working, I'm on Facebook working, because I basically work on Facebook. So most people get on Facebook to, like y'all are doing right now, probably buy stuff, whatever. If I'm on Facebook, I'm typically working. I'm tagging or I'm scheduling pre-orders and doing stuff of that nature. But let's see what we can find. I'm waiting for the right great crate to be show up, and let me move some stuff around here. There's that. Okay. I need to take this off the table. The city that never sleeps. That you must be in Las Vegas then. Well, that's true. I was walking around Las Vegas at like 3:30 a.m. one night, and I mean, you might as well thought it was like 8 p.m. I was like, wow, this is my town. Nobody goes to bed in Las Vegas. I was down there on the casino floor at like 4:30 playing blackjack, and on a weeknight, it was busy. I was like, wow, I like this place. But I was like, this could be dangerous. If I lived here, whew. My all-time favorite movie. Boy, that'd be tough. All-time favorite. It's hard for me to say no to Godfather or Godfather Part 2. I hadn't watched them in a while though. I almost took a break. I was watching them so much, so often. I was like, yeah, I better cut back on the Godfather. I was starting to act like I was in the mafia and stuff. uh, only seen 12 movies. That's probably pretty accurate. Yeah. If y'all started naming some movies, if I started naming movies I hadn't sat down and watched yet, y'all would probably think I grew up in a cave or under a rock. All right. Didn't do any Fred bundles tonight. Um, all right. Yeah, didn't do any Fred. All right. So here's the next two. We can at least get these going. We have I'll put some up to keep you entertained. Well, they've got this one wrapped up good. How do you get this out? Man, this must be a good one. The Rednecks. The Rednecks on red vinyl, Razorback Attack. The Rednecks is a $5 start. And the Dalhart Imperials. $5 start on those two. There's our first couple 45s from this new box. Okay, those are $5 starts. Let me, I'm still moving some stuff around. Just give me a few more seconds, moments. Monday. Monday, Monday. Y'all want me to start singing while I'm moving crates? If I didn't have a mic strapped to my chest and I didn't think anybody was listening, I would be singing. Probably be singing some Beatles. All right. Whew, man, I think I got all that moved where I can breathe now. Oh my gosh. Here we go. So final. The Rednecks has a bid for $5. Dalhart doesn't have a bid, looking for a $5 start. Final call on those, okay? Final call on those. Now let's go over here and grab the first tub. And I have cleaned up enough where I can actually walk through here. I have cleaned up enough where I can attempt to walk through here, especially when I start carrying these tubs. And I think we're good to go now. So yeah, let me step over here to this booth and see what the first tub is. Books. That one's practically empty. All right, so we just got tubs of random stuff, okay? And we got to clean them out and go through them, etc., etc. All right? So this is the Rednecks. It has a high bid for $7. Rednecks is on red vinyl. And then the Dalhart Imperials is at $9. And Teresa has both auctions at $9. If you see something you want to price on, let me know. I'm just going to read there. I mean, this is Fred stuff. Who knows what's in here? Literally, no telling, okay? Civil War Times magazine. We have the Judy Garland, Mickey Rooney magazine, Screen Greats. Liberty magazine, 1973, Elizabeth Taylor. American Film and Video. Screenland magazine with Judy Garland. No, that's Janet Blair. Modern Screen magazine. Clark Gable, I believe. Here's some highly collectible ones. Mad Magazine, 71. Mad Magazine, 94. That's June of 62, April of 65. Mad Magazine, that's the one that had the record with it. Mad Magazines, those are pretty cool. Mad Magazine, Mad Magazine. That is number 77 and 97. Mad Magazines. Let's see what we have here. Wilson. These are press photos from a movie called Wilson, as in Woodrow Wilson. Those are original press photos. So the Imperials is at 10 and now 11. Teresa has the high bid on the Rednecks. Teresa has the high bid on the Rednecks, and that's going to be a final call for 9. I'm going to try to keep 45s going while I'm going through this stuff. Here is the lobby cards for Wilson. There's the lobby cards for Wilson. No telling what we're going to run into tonight. Some kind of campaign press book for Bleep and Jack Nicholson. This is an original movie poster. In Search of Historic Jesus. That's an original movie poster, In Search of Historic Jesus. Also put Mad and then Mad from 71. Mad magazines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How about $7 a piece? Also $35. If he passes, Thomas is next, and then Tim Jensen. If I ever show something, you're like, whoa, 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 how much is that? Let me know. Mountain Family Robinson. That's some sort of movie poster. Here's a random picture of some guy. Lou Diamond Phillips. Is that Lou Diamond Phillips? Let's go ahead and sell the Rednecks for $9 to Teresa. Teresa, that sold you for $9. Bobby's out on the Imperials. Let's sell that to Teresa for $11. Let's grab more 45s from this box and put them up for auction. Hope you're all ready. Don't go anywhere. Don't let me forget about them either, okay? Here's the next one in the bin. Shop Fronts, so sick. Shop Fronts, so sick. Black vinyl, $5 start. And then the Wildebeest. This is Garage Punk, Public Image, 45. I think the name of the song is Public Image and 12XU. And I Want to Be Loved in Garageland. That's the Wildebeest. I think we've had that one recently. $5 start on that. Also got the Mad Magazine bundle. Those 5 for $35. Those are sold to Oso Adventure. Next thing we have is American Belle Theater magazine or book. American Ballet. American Ballet book. Looks like from the 40s based on the ads and the pictures. American Ballet. Interesting. American Ballet book. Next is a napkin signed by somebody. Janet Douglas. Scott Douglas. Scott Douglas, American Ballet Theater. Is that significant? It's on the back of a Orlando's Finest Lounge napkin from like 1940. That might all go this may all go together. This book and this napkin may all go together. I'm not for sure what's up with that, but I'm going to put it all in there like that. Jason, I've already sold the Mad bundle. Some Like It Hot lobby card. Butch and Sundance, the early days. Some kind of other lobby card. Wildebeest has a bid for $5. So Jason Ruffner, you were next in line on the Mad bundle. Any Hard Rock or Metal, you just missed 7 hours of it. We've been selling auctions for the last 7 hours. That is officially done for the night. You've missed hours of metal auctions. The Awful Truth. Here's a picture signed by somebody. And another picture signed by somebody. I don't think those people are too significant. Some sort of wedding dress magazine. This is what? Country. It's an envelope that a Johnny Cash magazine went in. It's just empty though. World premiere, Run a Crooked Mile. This is press kit for what? Press kit for something. Bob, Carol, Ted, and Alice. Shop Fronts is on black. Yep, and Wildebeest is on black. This is the Wildebeest and Shop Fronts. Those are up for $5 starts. Teresa has Shop Fronts for $5, and Bobby B has Wildebeest for $5. Here are slides from 1991. Burt Lancaster is what it says on the front. This says Maps. Looks like kind of modern looking maps. 1987 Maps. Run a Crooked Mile. I think that goes with that. I mean, we're going through tubs and stuff, and I have no idea what this is going to be. Okay, I mean, we don't know what's going to come up next. Movie star photos, black and white. Bonnie and Clyde. I mean, we could find autographs. Bonnie and Clyde. Movie reviews from 1987. Predator, Revenge of the Nerds. Movie reviews. Official letterhead there from Warner Brothers. Magazine clipping for Lover Come Back. Are we done on these 2 auctions? $5 bids, final call, so I can put up 2 more. Old magazine clipping of the Caddy. Old Coca-Cola magazine clipping. Probably some sort of movie. That's Entertainment Part 2. Picture of Tony Gwynn. Carpenter sheet music. We've only just begun. Carpenter sheet music and In the Arms of Love. Joe South, Don't It Make You Want to Go Home, sheet music. Let's sell these $245. Shop front sold to Teresa for $5. Bobby B gets the Wildebeest for $5. Next is the Wildebeest, and this other one looks very interesting. I'm just doing these as whatever's next. Here's the Wildebeest, the Lairds of Boss Racket. The Wildebeest is going to go up for a $5 start. It's on like odd looking colored vinyl. Kind of marbled, like truly like a marbled look. $5 start on that. And here is, we'll do this one. Ghetto Ways, Lone Man Tearing a Hole. Looks like it's a spray painted sleeve. Numbered 131 of 200. $5 start on that. Those are $5 starts. We've got Butch and Sundance. Some letter addressed to Fred. Hopalong Cassidy. And A Boy's Best Friend, EP. Photos of an Unknown Origin. Man from Uncle postcard. Magazine clipping. Sleeve. Rock Hudson photo. Not actually signed. Screen Guide magazine, 1947. Can we get something signed by you for $5? They cost more than that. My signed photos are $2,500. Midnight Choo Choo leaves for Alabama. That's very old sheet music. Very old sheet music there. 1912. When that Midnight Choo Choo leaves for Alabama. 1912. And then I've been working on the railroad. This is very old. I've been working on the railroad. 1936. Ghetto and Wildebeest both have bids for $5. Final call. Man from Uncle postcard. $2. Probably the lowest you'll see me price something tonight. Let me find it. What did I do with it? There. Yep. Sold to Michael Rudolph for $2. The Hot Rock lobby card. More lobby cards from the Hot Rock and Rampage. Lobby card from Network movie. Someone Behind the Door lobby card. Ride Vaquero lobby card. This is a photo signed by Roy Acuff. And then something else here signed by Roy Acuff. Roy Acuff. Those are autographed. Those are legit. Signed by Roy Acuff. Photos of Mickey Mantle. Ghetto has bids for $6 and $7. Looks like these are clippings from magazines. DiMaggio. Mantle. Unfortunately, none of them autographed. We're about to end these auctions, it looks like. Curio knives, engravings for people of the Civil War. Curio knives, Civil War prints. Let's sell Ghetto for $7 to Teresa. Let's sell the Wildebeest for $5 to Bobby B. Next ones going up right now are the following. The Drongos. The Drongos is going to go up for a $5 start. Don't Touch Me, the Drongos. The Drongos is on black vinyl. Hallelujah. And Watermelon Men. Watermelon Men is going to go up also for a $5 start. The Drongos and Watermelon Men. This is empty. And this is got a poster in it. The name of this movie is Linda Lovelace for President. Linda Lovelace for President. Original movie poster, 1975. Let's see. The Curio Knives prints. Portfolio 6, it says. Let's take a quick flip. How many's here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 6. There's 6 listed here on the side. We'll say with this folder, $25. $25 on those. And then all the Yankees clippings together, I'll sell those for $10. $10 on those. 25 and 10. Watermelon 5, 7, 7. And now the Drongos is at 5 and 6. All right. Let me go get another handful of stuff. Let me walk around the corner and get this. The Drongos, Watermelon Men's now at 9. Let me step over here and grab another handful. All right. Disney Channel Magazine, the American Teacher Awards. Country America Magazine, Tanya Tucker. Entertainment Weekly, John Travolta. Y'all heading out? Thank you as always. John Travolta. New Country Magazine, Leonard Skinner. Entertainment Weekly, Mad Love. Country Americana Magazine, Randy Travis. Entertainment Weekly, Hollywood's Hottest Players. Entertainment Weekly. Liberty Magazine. Liberty Magazine. Movie Story Magazine. That's an old one. What's happened in the comments recently? In the comments, we had the following. Water and Drongos. Water 5, Drongo 6. Water 5, Watermelon 6. Water 7, Water 7, Water 9. Water 9, Water 11. Water 9, Water 13. Water 11, Water 15. Water 15, Water 17. Watermelon Men's at $17. Larry Gonzalez says he will take the Yankees prints for $10. And now the Drongos, I guess, still has that one bid for $6 with R.K. Tucker. All right. This next thing here is what and who. Looks like a bunch of clippings from a Variety magazine. Mad Magazine, July of 1962. Mad Magazine, June of 65. We've got a packet here of American Film Magazine. American Film Magazine. Sean Penn, John Sayles, Laura Dern, and Inside Hollywood on that one, Richard Gere. American Film Magazine. AMC presents Preview, the movie magazine. Wayne's World, 1992. That one's pretty cool. Movie Land. Those have got to be from the 40s there. Photo Play combined with Movie Mirror. Screen World. Modern Screen Magazine. Judy Garland on that cover. Liberty Magazine. Photo Play Magazine. And part of a TV People magazine. Tim, I'll say these two magazines for $10. And then let's go ahead and sell the Drongos then. Whoop. Let's go ahead and sell the Drongos then to R.K. Tucker for $6. That's sold to R.K. Tucker for $6. I probably shouldn't try to be balancing these 45s on the edge like this. Let me check on the watermelon men. And Tim Voldness, you have this for $19. Teresa and Tracy both went out. It's A-OK. And that's a final call for $19. Anybody interested in these old Hollywood magazines? Mads pending to Tim Jensen. Boontar, let me know if you want the Civil War prints. If not, I'm going to go grab the big box that's in this tub. All that stuff was loose. Tim Jensen said he'll take the two Mad magazines for $10. Let me clean this stuff out and put it over here on my trash can. Actually, I'll just lay it like this for right now. All right. Let's go back over here, and when I come back, let me see what else I have. All right. First thing we have is watermelon is sold then to Tim Voldness for $19. Let's grab our next singles then. Next singles, where's my little stash at? There's my little stash. Let's grab this one and this one. The Surrenders. The Surrenders. Loaded Dice. The Surrenders Loaded Dice. $5 start on that. And nice, another Hoodoo Gurus. Wow, that's a cool cover. The Hoodoo Gurus. That is a $5 start on that. That is called Hoodoo Gurus. That is Tojo. Those are $5 starts. Okay, is that more Mad or mine? Those were two more. Somebody's already bought them. Regina wants a bundle on the movie magazines and Photo Play magazines. All right, so there's Photo Play. I'll throw this in here for no additional charge when I count. There's Modern Screen. Screen World. Which one did she say? The movie magazines? Yeah. I bet you're interested in like all these old ones here, right? Photo Play, Movie Land, those kind, right, Regina, the old ones. I'm going to put these here. We'll even put that in there for very little. Try to get some of this stuff moved. American Film, Movie Story, Liberty, all these like old movie-related magazines. I'll keep all the 90s stuff separate. Now, we were selling the heck out of the 90s ones the other night. And there's more 90s. And then more 90s there. Okay, so Lovelace, that is sold to Dale Sanders for $10. You got that. All right, there's a couple more modern screens back here. There was this modern screen, this Screen Land, American Film, that, and that. Okay, now, Mary, I'll take the Civil War mags, Civil War prints, and map for $12. Well, the prints, I priced him just the prints for $25. So we may be a little bit too far off. You said the magazines and the prints and the map. I priced him just the prints for $25. The Hoodoo Gurus is at $11, and the Surrenders is a $5 start. So Regina, let's see here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm not going to count that. And then 13. 13 there. And I'll do those. If you're buying all those at 13, or those 13, I will say, let me do, 4 would be 52. So yeah, 50, we'll say $52. $4 a piece. $52 if you're buying all these. Okay. Those are pending to Regina. And then Mary, if you want me to get you a price, I will, but I had priced those to just those for $25. Okay, this box has more what appears to be magazines. I'm going to turn those that way, pending to Regina. Let me see what these are. There's no telling what Fred has stashed away here. The Western Way, True West. I'm an archaeologist. Wow. You know, when I was in kindergarten, that's what I wrote down on what I want to be when I grow up, an archaeologist. True West, Country Music, the Dixie Chicks. Country Music, Dixie Chicks. I'm going to leave that one out. We have Wild West. Texas Music, Robert Earl Keen. True West, Wild West. True West, Wild West. Country Weekly with George Strait. The Surrenders is a final call for 6. They are still bidding on Record Collector magazine with the Beach Boys and Green Day on the back. That's pretty interesting. American Cowboy, True West, Spin to Win, Wild West, Country Weekly, George Strait, Country Weekly, Treacher Yearwood. Country Music, 100 Years of Country Christmas, Country Weekly, Top 25 Sexiest Stars. Kenny on that cover. Fanfare 2000, Family Affair. More Country, Who Killed Tammy, The Wedding, Country versus Pop. All kinds of 90s country magazines there. So are we done on the Surrenders? It got one bid for $6 to R.K. Tucker. Let's put away the Surrenders. Let me get it back in its sleeve here. And then Hoodoo Guru still getting bids. Teresa's at 15. And then let's go ahead and let me move these back here. This stack is sold to Regina, the photo magazines, for $52, $4 each. That's sold to Regina. Robert, I'll sell this to you for $5. It's got kind of a bent corner. Really cool, though, Green Day there on the back. I know you're a collector based on what you purchased tonight. And this next batch looks like, oh no, Playboy. They're not even good either. They're from the 90s. I just want the old ones. Playboys. Somebody probably will want those. All right, and then this is sold to Robert for $5, the Record Collector book. It's weird that Green Day's on a Record Collector book. I guess they're just promoting the band, but, you know, people weren't really collecting Green Day records in 1990, you know. That's some kind of other magazine. Old West Traveler. What else do we have here? Louis L'Amour Western Magazine. Country. Good Old Days Magazine, 1972. Today's Old West Traveler. I'm keeping all these separate because I'm probably going to sell those in a lot either tonight or to somebody later. Oak Tree Express, Wild West, American Cowboy, Cowboys and Indians, Wild West, and collectibles, Country and Americana. Wow. Red hot right now, vintage Hawaiian shirts, nostalgic movie posters, and playful Pez. Well, when was this? 30 years ago? Yep, 31 years ago. Posters are still popular. Pez, sort of popular, not so much. I don't know about Hawaiian t-shirts, though. So, there's those. And let me pause there. Are we still bidding on the Hoodoo Gurus? Teresa went out. Final call to Tim for 16. And then let's see. Who is on the Playboy covers? The Playboy covers are Margot Hemingway, Girls of the ACC, and Donald Trump. Oh my gosh, that one's pretty expensive actually, I think. I think that's a pricey one. I'm glad I looked through these. That's a pretty good one. I think those signed are selling for $2,000 or $3,000, honestly. They're very expensive. You get his signature on that. Let's look that one up. There's one with Jerry Seinfeld on the front too. Yeah, 12 bids, $48. Let's see what they've sold for. This is a good one. Seriously. 21 bids, $53. 87.50. 9 bids, $50. $65. $58. $65. $85. $47. $61. I'm pretty sure I seen one signed just the other day sale. Yeah. There's were two signed. One sold for $4,000 and one sold for $3,500. All you gotta do is get his signature on it. Then it's instantly worth $3 to $4 grand. That by itself is a pretty clean copy, though. That's probably about, I'd take $65 for it. Did the country music of Alan Jackson have address label? Yes. Looks like these were sent to Fred's house. They were sent to his, these have at Fred's address label, his P.O. box in Murfreesboro. Yep. All right, let's go ahead and sell the Hoodoo Gurus. Tim Volden is $16. Everybody's went silent since I've showed a Donald Trump item. I can feel the chat getting polarized all of a sudden. Let's go ahead and put up two more 45s for auction. Let's see here. Elvis Costello, nice. Elvis Costello, this is I Don't Want to Go to Chelsea. Everything went silent. I showed some of Donald Trump on it, and now the chat, nobody wants to know, nobody wants to make friends or enemies right now. Everybody's went silent. The broken jug. Seriously though, sign Donald Trump stuff like a cut, a PSA, a cut Trump signature is $1,000 to $1,500. I mean, they're very expensive. Trump signatures are very pricey right now. You get them on certain items, they get up in the thousands. So, okay, there's Elvis Costello, and here's the broken jug. I see some people like fighting for signatures, and some people probably doing a lot of times to resell because, I mean, I don't need to open that here on the screen, but yeah, I'll set that right over here. Don't want to really show any nudity tonight. Okay, let me kind of clear up the table here. And there's all those, and those have $5 starts. And there's that. There's those and those. Okay, those have bids, and Elvis 5, Elvis out, and then Broken Jug 7. So T.O. didn't want to bid on Elvis Costello. Okay, Broken Jug 7. Let's move this right over here. Oh yeah, I tried. I started the other day, and of course I was always trying to get a JFK signature. So I went down this rabbit hole, and you know, I was trying to get something signed by JFK, like a document. Uh, you know, and I was like looking up signatures. Of course, you get to the old presidents; they're very expensive. There's modern ones that get a little bit more cheaper, like Bill Clinton's pretty cheap, and Jimmy Carter. Obama gets a little bit more expensive because he's just got a great signature. Um, you know, executive order. Yeah, if you get them to sign a executive order, that's worth a lot. That's the power of the pen. I guess that's almost priceless. Let me go over here and grab another box. That's a very powerful signature. Um, but for a in-sitting president, it's expensive stuff. All right. Reagan, JFK. Yeah, there's some super collectible presidents. What I consider modern. Of course, anything like Abraham Lincoln. I mean, that stuff is just because they wasn't really signing autographs. I mean, those guys were just signing documents. Nobody was walking up to Abraham Lincoln with like a hat or a pamphlet or a Playboy magazine and wanting him to sign it. So it's just really like documents and cuts. But modern presidents, they sign autographs. People line up. You get Obama to sign something. Trump. I mean, very, very desirable. Here's more. Ooh, these don't have address labels on them. Cowboys and Indians, George Strait. Country Weekly, George Strait. Music City News. I'm going to try to finish this tub. Looks like it's a lot of country magazines. Clint Black, the year of 1999. Shania. Garth Brooks. Terry Clark. Reba McEntire. Billy Ray Cyrus. Clint Black. Garth Brooks. Hey, Elvis is on that one, Regina. That's an instant sell to Regina if she wants it. Vince Gill. Chris Ledoux. Garth. Leanne Rhymes. Country Fanfare. Let me update these auctions, but first here is Clay Walker, George, Randy, and Leanne Rhymes, and there's Tanya. No, that's... Who is that? Tanya? Tammy? Tanya? Who is that? Not Tanya Tucker, is it? Okay, and then Elvis Costello's at 9. Craig went out. Broken Jug 7. So Elvis Costello is 9. So Elvis Costello 9. And then Broken Jug is at 7. Those are final calls. Okay? So magazines there. And these look like maybe older country magazines. Country and Western Music. Glenn Campbell's on that one. Here's some older ones. Glenn Campbell's on that one. Country Song Roundup, the Browns. Country Song Roundup, George Jones. The Music Reporter, 1963. Country Song Roundup. Country Song Roundup, Charlie and Waylon. Country Music City News, Matea, Waylon, and Billy Dean. Mel Tillis, George and Tammy. Lynn Anderson, Rose Garden. That's a cool one with Willie on it. Short-haired Willie. The Everly Brothers. Country Song Roundup. Music Row. Golly. Fred had so much stuff. Music Row. Music Row. And there's a really cool early one there with Cash and Jimmy Dean and Buck Owens. 1963 with Johnny Cash. Okay, so let's sell these so we can put up some more. Elvis Costello sold to R.K. Tucker for $9. And the broken jug is sold for $7. Also sold to R.K. Tucker. Regina, I will sell you this magazine for $6. It's got Garth and Elvis on it. 2 kings. Let's see here. Let's grab some more 45s out of the New Orleans box. And this is the Cosmic Rough Riders. The Cosmic Rough Riders. $5 start. Cosmic Rough Riders, Justify the Rain. And then here's the 5, 6, 7, 8s. Rock and Roll Santa. Red vinyl. And Harlem Shuffle. $5 start on that. Regina gets this magazine for $6. Chuck, the Glenn Campbell. I'll say that one for $7. And I'll go ahead and do the one with cash on it for $7. Whoop. 7 each on those. Okay. Those have bids. I think that was almost that entire tub. Lots of magazines there. I'm going to go set them on the table over here. I'm going to probably eventually sell all those in lots during the live sale, like during normal hours, because all those 90s country mags will do very well. People are very popular over country mags right now. So Robert sold on cash for $7. And let's go see what's left in that tub. So what year is this Playboy? 89, 90? The Trump one? Who's on the cover with him? Is that? Interesting. All right, let me step over here and grab this. Oh my gosh. All righty. Cash is already sold to Robert, but I'll say to Glenn Campbell. Glenn Campbell sold to Chuck Haley for $7. And guess what? I think there's more country magazines here. Let's read through them. I usually just like read who's on the cover. Alan Jackson, Martina McBride, Randy Travis, and Tim McGraw, Faith Hill. Stars and Stories, Nancy Griffith, the Dixie Chicks, Hair, Faith Hill, Country's Sexiest Mom, Country's Top Selling Albums of All Time. That's a pretty cool one. Reba on Music City News, Civil War Americana, Entertainment Weekly with Michael J. Fox, Entertainment Weekly, George Clooney, Entertainment Weekly, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Summers, Winners, and Losers, 100 Greatest Moments in Movies, Entertainment Weekly, America Civil War, Cowboy and Country, Chuck Norris, Entertainment Weekly, Three Kings, C Magazine, Michelle Pfeiffer, The Power Issue, Entertainment Weekly, Law and Order. Look at that. Have you heard of Pokemon? Have you heard of Pokemon? 1999. Entertainment Weekly's 100 Greatest Entertainers. Music City News, Sarah Evans. Entertainment Weekly, 1999. Toy Story 2. Oh, now that's pretty cool. Bond Scores, A History of 007 Music, and Stone Cold Steve Austin on the title. Holiday Movie Preview, Sleepy Hollow. All right, what happened on these auctions? Cosmic Rough Riders and the 5, 6, 7, 8s. We had 5, 6, 7, 8 bids. We had 5, 5, 7, 10, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. Craig's out. Teresa has it for 13. And the Cosmic Riders had a bid for 5 with Robert. And now 8 with RK. So those are at 8 and 13. Final call. If you saw a magazine in there, these are obviously not too expensive. If you see something you want, just let me know. And we'll price them to you. Okay? I'll gladly price them to you. Let me go grab the next box. I think it's another box of magazines, and we've went through a whole tub, and we'll start a new one. This was where I boxed up magazines in Fred's house. So, when you're going through Fred's house, when we finally struck a deal basically to buy everything, I mean, there would just be boxes and boxes of stuff like this. And we were just putting them in tubs and trying to get them out of there. I mean, he had in his garage up to the ceiling just boxes of magazines and books and obviously records and posters. But I don't know what the count was on his magazines because we've been selling magazines for years as well. All right, let's put up 2 new 45s. The 5, 6, 7, 8s is sold to Teresa for 13, and the Cosmic is sold to RK for 8. Civil War Americana Mag and World War I prints. Okay, I didn't have any World War I prints. I've got these Civil War prints, which I've priced to a couple people for 25. And if you want the Civil War magazines, I can go pick them out and price them to you. Just let me know. But there are not any World War I. All right, and let me grab 2 new 45s. Let's do this one. Boy, that looks cool. Escarita. A picture sleeve. These are dusty. There's nothing wrong with it. It needs a cleaning. I would be very careful. It's got stuff on it. Dust. Escarita, $5 start. And the High Rollers. Cold Meat. Bye-bye Steve. Where the heck's Jim B at? Jim B's not on tonight. He must have went to bed early. High Rollers, Cold Meat on red vinyl. I don't know if one of these are, well, if Jim B's watching and he starts bidding on something, it throws up a red flag for me. Those are $5 starts. Let's see what's in this box. More magazines. Kelly Wheels, American Cowboy, True West. There is Allen. Now, that one doesn't have an address on it. It's a retail stand. Martina McBride. Entertainment Weekly, X-Men. George Strait. Tim McGraw. Brooks and Dunn. Kathy Mattea. He must have bought a bunch of those with George Strait on the cover. Too bad he didn't have them all signed. Pamela Anderson, Entertainment Weekly Oscar Edition. More magazines. Entertainment Weekly, Weekly, Dixie Chicks, Reba, Cowboys and Country, Gladiator. That's pretty cool. Natalie Portman for the Star Wars fans. Movies and movie lovers, 10th anniversary. NSYNC. Garth. Shania. Kenny. Sam Elliott. That's cool. A legend plate. This has got to be around Tombstone, right? 1990. No, Tombstone was 94, right? Tombstone was 94, I believe. Jim B started another profile. Yeah, he may be that person that was on earlier. High Rollers looks like a good 45. Is it? It's already up for bid. It doesn't matter now, but let me see what it goes for here. Doesn't matter to me when I drop them down. They're up for bid. Sometimes I'm curious. Burgundy. Was you looking at this one or a different one? Oh, not in value. Just a good. A good song. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. Some of these, like, you can tell sometimes if they're a higher rated song, they sell for more. Civil War and those prints. Okay. Let me go find those in the previous stack over here. That won't take too long, and then I'll go start a new tub. And we got to figure out how to mark all these magazines and how to display them in our store. We basically got to just put them out for sale in our store. I just don't know how to do it. I guess you can put the price tag on them. I always have trouble because I love boarding it. I love putting everything in boards and bags. But for like $5 magazines, it takes so much time. I'm going to just tell my mom I'm going to take a bunch of this up here and be like, tell everybody anything in this pile is $5 and let people look through it here in the store. And then I'm going to pick out a few and sell them in lots. But I think this stuff will sell really well. We just got to get it out. You know, it's been boxed up here in our warehouse essentially for weeks. And I'm going to pull out the Civil War books. And Civil War. There's Civil War Times. I remember that one. Was there more? There's one Civil War. They must be in a different stack. I've went through this whole stack. They must be somewhere else. They must still be on the table. Because none of those were Civil War worthy. These were, what were these? Country. Yeah, there's a few in here. Yep. All right, there's this one. Entertainment. All right. So we got America Civil War, more entertainment. Boy, just think about all the time people put into making these magazines. The editors, the photographers. Of course, it used to be a major business, but just think about all they had to make all this, the articles, so I think I was at we have these and we have these three here. I said 25 on these. If you want these with it, we'll say $35, Paula. $35. The entertainment weeklies. Oh my gosh, there's like 100 of them. Do you want all of them before I start pulling them out? First, let me know on these. These are $35. That was 25, and then I'll do those three for 10, and that's 35. Ship. That thing's bigger. Those prints. That's going to cost a little bit more to ship, by the way. What happened on these? Are we done on Escarita? Escarita has one bid for $5. What profile? Right before we ended, there was somebody called Just Chillin', but I don't think they're legit. At first I thought that was Jim B. I thought he'd changed his name. It threw me for a loop there for a second. There was an account called Just Chillin', and I was like, is that Jim B? Has he changed his account? Because they were commenting kind of, sporadically. And then I think I don't know. I think they're real, but they just didn't know how to get registered. All right, when I come back, let me crack the lid on a new tub. That was pretty much all magazines, which wasn't too bad. There was some cool stuff there, but not quite what I would like to see. Let's see what else is over here. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. Does my mic pick up when I'm doing all that? I just had to fight with a bunch of tubs. I don't know if my mic works from over there. I've dug out, I think, some posters I've never gone through before. I'm out of breath. We got so many tubs. So y'all could hear me rustling and fumbling and grunting. Okay, so wow, Escarita got a new bid. R.K. Tucker, Escarita got a new bid. High Rollers is sold to Teresa for $17. And then these are sold to Paula for $35. And then these, the ones that I pulled out, what I thought was the better ones. Yeah, so if you want NSYNC, Gladiator, the Stone Cold, the Law and Order with the Pokemon reference, those Entertainment Weeklies, I thought those were the better ones, or just the really cool covers. That just because it had Pokemon on it. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. 5 at $7 each would be $35. $35 on those. Escarita still getting bids. RK's out. Sell that to Bobby B for $7. And now the next 45 is going to be, what have I done with that pile? I guess I need to grab some more. Here we go. Next one I have here. Ooh, that looks interesting. Ooh, that looks interesting. I like the ones that look like this. We have the Cynics. Okay, I know them. I couldn't read it at first, but that's the Cynics. The Cynics, No Place to Hide, $5. And Captain Future and the Zap Guns. Captain Future and the Zap Guns. And that is on black vinyl. Captain In Her Claws, Klaws, $5 on that. Those are up for bid, $5 and $5. All right, let's go through some of these posters and see what we have. Generator is, we're plugged up. We're good to go. All right, let's see. I don't know if I've gone through these before. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to put my phone on top of the auctions, okay? These are boarded and bagged posters. Country Music Caravan. Country Music Caravan. Country Music Caravan. I've got another one. Another one. Another one. Dixie Hummingbirds. Sickle Cell Anemia and Anemia. These are like black gospel concert posters. Reverend F.C. Charles. Country Boy, Country Boy. Country Boy, Country Boy. I've got a whole stack of these. That's Skeeter Davis, Randy Boone. Rawhide Bill's Wild West Show. Evita. That's an original Evita poster. Broadway, New York City. Summer and Smoke. More Country Boy. The Wackiest Ship in the Army. Dole Kemp campaign posters. Ooh, that's interesting there. Escort Girl. Escort Girl. Army Prince. Army Prince. Summer and Smoke. Fireman Save My Child. Spike Jones. Ooh, here's a good window card. Big Jake. Eddie Floyd. Big Gospel Program. Gospel poster. Gospel, Gospel, Gospel. These are all black gospel concert posters. And the 69 Boys live at the Ritz. Excuse me. All right, so I'm gonna have to slide. I'm gonna have to go back through all these just to figure out. All right, and then we're at 9 on the Cynics, and Zap Gun has one bid for 5. Captain Future and the Zap Guns is at $5. The Cynics and Zap Guns are both on black vinyl. Black vinyl and black vinyl on both Zap Guns and Cynics. Let's go pull a couple out and see what we have here. Now, I don't know if he's watching. Are you watching, Lando? Lando's interested in more of these black gospel posters. I need to set all, I'm going to sort back through these. Eddie Floyd would be a good one, but I don't think that's oh, well, it's not, okay. It's not old. It's real. It's 1993. Yeah, I thought that this was supposed to be from the 60s. It's a reprint. But that's the legendary Eddie Floyd doing Knock on Wood. We all know that song. That's probably an original concert poster. There's Big Jake. This here, Bobby B, the only problem with this is I got to ship it flat, which is going to cost a little extra. But if you want it, I'll do it for $45. It is an original window card from 1954. So $45 on that. Same price on Big Jake. Chuck, $45. It does have a little bit of a bend. It does have some humidities, but that's an original window card. That's an original window card. 45 and 45 on that. And then I might have to check on the one that Teresa's interested in. These are lithographs. U.S. Navy Lieutenant, Midship, and Armed Seaman, 1830. And U.S. Army General Officers, 1835. Those are flat prints. Both of them for $35 because we'll have to ship those flat. And then Tracy, let me check on Escort Girl. That's a pretty interesting one there. If I can get this stuff to balance. I'm going to have to clean up my desk here in just a second. I might have to check on this, Tracy. Let me go over here to HA. See if Heritage has had one come through. I know that is an older movie. This is a window card. Yeah, there's where one sold in 2008. It is a 1941 window card. I figured it was, just on base the look and the colors. That one sold back in 2008 for $35, which was 17 years ago. This one to me looks, oh no, let's go over here to Heritage and look at theirs. Does Heritage's have anything? I mean, it just has age kind of looking spots like this one does. You know. I think it is. I mean, usually these have, do those say on eBay Benton Card Company at the bottom? They say Benton Card Company. They're probably reproductions. Let's look it up. Escort Girl window card. Chances of getting a vintage shirts auction. Are you talking about right now? Are you talking about tonight? Tonight, the vintage shirts, there is a 0% chance tonight. Those will be sold kind of like we do our posters during a regular auction. And there will be a lot of people interested. I've searched escort girls, and there's a lot of nasty stuff popping up on eBay. I better get off here before I get flagged. In the foreseeable future? Yes, in the foreseeable future. Not tonight. We've got about 5 tubs over here up against the wall that's full of vintage t-shirts. Are we done on the Cynics? Craig gets the Cynics for 13. And Teresa gets Zap Gun for 5. Okay? Those are sold and sold. Tracy, I'll sell this to you for $35 shipped. I mean 45. I don't know. It's going to have to be shipped flat. Probably 45 on this. Because it's probably going to cost $18 to ship it. Let's see, it says cut off on top and bottom. Yeah, I think this is older. I mean, I'm just giving you my opinion on handling 10 billion posters in the last couple years. Paula wants both of these. I'm assuming, Mary, you were passing. Paula wants both of these for $35. But Tracy, totally up to you. Let's go grab some more stuff. They're passing on Big Jake and the other one. Also, Paula wanted these magazines. Paula gets that for $35. Those 7 or those 5 at 7 each. Tracy said she'll take this at $45. Thank you. That'll help us a lot out on shipping costs. That's going to have to go ship flat. It's probably going to cost $18. Let me grab 2 more 45s. Let's pull them at random. I have no idea what I'm about to pull. What did I pull? I'm not looking at them till right now. The Marigolds. That sounds interesting. The Marigolds is on black vinyl. $5 start. And A10 Declaration. A10 Declaration. Terminal Beach. Both are on black vinyl. $5 start on those. $5 start on those. Let me step over here and see what's next in this tub. It looks like more posters. $10 on Evita. Ooh. Let me look at that. I think that's an original, like a legit Broadway poster, probably. Let me go find it. Was it at the very? No, it wasn't the very bottom. It was sort of. What am I going to do with all this stuff? How many posters do I have? I didn't even know I had all this. Let me check on this right quick. I could see this being like 10 or 30, and I can also see it being like 250. Evita poster. London Theater window card, Broadway. $79.99. Some of these on here are pretty pricey. There's several that sold. I'd probably have to have more than that for it. I would take $30 for it. It's definitely like a window card. I think it's from an actual, Broadway original New York, got the gloss on it for sure. Yeah, I'd do $30 on it, and I think that's like more than half of retail from what I've seen. But you're picking up, so I don't have to ship it. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good poster. And I think that'd be a great price. If anybody wants it shipped, I'd probably do it for like 45. 45 shipped. I'm going to set this pile over here behind me then and start going through another one. Looks like we're going to hit some more pretty good stuff. Bill Purcell's something. Dalton, Georgia, the Cole Brothers Circus poster, 1998. Matthias Stunn's World. That's some sort of reproduction. Rodeo poster. part of a John Wayne window card. Hey, these are always popular. The Nashville Rebel with Waylon Jennings. Country Music on Broadway. Smithfield Selma, Ronnie McDowell, John Daniel Coe, Bobby McLam. LA Games, 1984. Tom House. The Dodgers, Way to Play Baseball magazine. Another really old magazine. Ghost Stories paperback. Some sort of painting. I'm a Workhorse of a Man sticker. Some sort of other painting. Matinee posters, John Goodman. I had a bunch of those before. These are reprints. Benton Card, Female Jungle, Oklahoma Woman, Yesterday's Comics. This thing's pretty tattered. Golden Earrings. Boy, it's in really bad shape. Not much left of it. Where are we at over here on our auctions? The A10s is at 10 and the Marigolds is at 8. So Robert has the A10s at 10 and Tracy has the Marigolds for 8. RK's out. Main event poster. Blonde Bait, Swamp Women. Samson and Delilah. The Beast with 5 Fingers. Tom Clancy, Executive Order. That looks like something that was in like a bookstore. This looks like something, you know, that was like in a bookstore. Tom Clancy, Executive Orders. And then we've sold a bunch of these. This one's kind of tattered. Hillbillies in a Haunted House. Let me pause there because I see a couple questions. Let me jump over here, here, and the first question was Mainline. Stravsdan, I should have knew it. Emily's watching. What is this? Have a knockout for you. Looks like some sort of store poster. It says September. Can we fold this? If we can ship this flat, Emily, it'll be cheaper. We'll probably have to ship it flat, Emily, so it don't damage it. Yeah, it'd recrease it if we did. I don't want to do that. $35 because we'll have to ship it flat. $35 on that. And then the Houston Rodeo poster. I remember seeing that. That was... how long? That was right here. This one right here. This... it looks like it's been trimmed. No, it's just been folded. It's been folded. It's just dog-eared. We can ship this rolled. That would be $25. Yeah, we can ship that rolled. $25. Ricky Van Shelton, Garth Brooks, George Strait, Alabama, Bill Cosby. $25. This is sold to Emily. Make a note to ship it flat. $35. Are we done on these auctions? Marigolds. I think we're done on A10 for sure. Robert W. gets A10 for $10. A10 for $10. And then the Marigolds is sold to RK Tucker for $10. Let's grab 2 more 45s. Here we go. The 2 at random I just pulled are... Actually, I think I grabbed 3. I grabbed this one. We'll skip that one and do that one. All right. And this one is... blank. It looks like 3N, 3S. 3N, 3S. Or M&S, M&M's. Maybe M&M's. $5 start and Giant Sand. Solomon's Ride. Solomon's Ride, giant sand, $5 start on that. All right, where did I get to in this stack? Right here. Let me pull this out in case she decides she wants it. Okay, and then we had Alvarez Kelly. Looks like, yeah, I was about to say that looks like a part of a press kit. Doral cigarette ad. Some sort of thing with Shirley Temple on it. What's the song on M&M's? I'm Tired and Knock, Knock, Knock. Cool magazine here. Mike Tyson, Kid Dynamite, 1986. Mike Tyson. Soap Dish. Lame Ducks. That's an original there. Carnival, Teenage Thunder and Carnival Rock. I think, is it Carnival Rock and the original poster is like killer? Ooh, look at this one. The Rack with Paul Newman. That's an original lobby card. Here's an original lobby card. I keep saying lobby card, window card. Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis and You're Never Too Young. It's called the M&M's. M&M's. And Bobby, I think, is bidding 5, not 65, right, Bobby? I think he was bidding 5 or 6. Here's more country boards, or country boy. Clarence Carter, concert poster. Well, my hands are getting dry. It's almost painful to touch these where these cardboard pieces have absorbed so much of my moisture. More Black Gospel. I bet there was some good gospel music sung at these concerts. I think they're gospel. Yeah, Joys of Nashville. And Harrison Ford, Regarding Henry. I never heard of that one. Is there a year on M&M's? Yeah. Let's see here. So the M&M's, let's go back to it. Okay, the label is completely blank. On the back, there's no year. It has the band light up, the tracks, I'm Tired, Knock, Knock, Knock. Quark is the label. Quark Records, San Fernandino, distributed by Bop Records. The label's completely blank. It is on black vinyl. The matrix is R-16893. It's near mint. And then here's Giant Sand, Solomon's Ride. And it's also up for bid. Let's go grab some more posters. All right, let's go grab some more posters. We got to finish this tub at least. Knock on wood. Oh boy. Ooh, a boot box. What could be in here? Oh. Heavy. Very heavy. Tyson. Man, if it didn't have the address label, I'd probably check it right quick. But I'll say $7. $7. The M&M's is at 14. Giant Sand's at 10. Final call. M&M 14, Giant Sand 10. I have no idea. This looks like a box of stuff straight out of Fred's desk. Looks like a box of stuff straight out of a desk. He's probably like me. Your desk gets so messy, you just throw everything in a box and restart, and then go through the box 5 years later. This might be a bunch of his like personal documents. I gotta make sure nothing's signed though. He would write celebrities letters and try to get them to sign index cards and mail them back. You know, so some of these I've opened up before, and they're like, you know, there's a cut by Marlon Brando, and it was signed by his secretary. I don't know if this box is worth going through. This is like literally, I think, some of his like just personal letters and stuff. I think it's where he's kept people's addresses and, yeah, business cards. I don't think this is worth going through. There's somebody playing a guitar in his living room. Who's that? There's one of his walls of records in his house. That's where he had all of his country. But he would have people in there. I mean, one time I pulled out those. I pulled out one of those Glenn Campbell albums, and I was like, "Dang, Fred, you got like 10 signed Glenn Campbell albums here." He's like, "Yeah, because he stood right there and played the guitar." And I was like, "Glenn Campbell's been to your house?" He said, "Oh yeah, several times." I'm like, "Okay, I believe you." Sports Illustrated is sold for $7. That sold for $7, and let's go ahead and sell these 45s. I'm going to put all this stuff back away. I don't think this is going to be really worthy of. I mean, like I said, I'm going to have to open all these envelopes and make sure, like, you know, somebody didn't mail him back an autograph like Waylon Jennings or somebody, or Johnny Cash or George Strait, because he would use other people's names. He's like, "Hey, I've met so-and-so at a rodeo convention. He said if I so kindly included some return postage that you would sign this index card," you know, and then sometimes the address would be back, and we have all these return. I've seen where he wrote letters to like Sinatra, and he had like old envelopes where he kept where the address was bad, and so like he would send like he had like return to sender, and there was one, it was like addressed to Frank Sinatra, but it was a bad address where he was trying to get, and it had like 2 or 3 old index cards in it. And Fred was like, "Yeah, I've left all that in there just the way I sent it to Sinatra back in like, I don't know, like 1972. He tried to mail it to Sinatra to get him to sign some of those index cards." Because Fred kind of collected autographs back in the 70s, and then he kind of turned it into a business in the 90s. I mean, he was truly just like in the 70s trying to just collect people, and then he kind of turned it into a business where he sold those prints and would mount stuff later on. So now I'm supposed to sell M&Ms, but somebody asked what the price was. M&M's is at $14 with Bobby B. It looks like it's an unofficial reissue. Chris, if you want to bid, you can. If not, I'm going to go ahead and sell R.K. Tucker Giant Sand for $10. And now let me grab a new 45. Let's pull one at random here at the very front, and it is the crystal set. And let's go grab some more stuff. I'm not going to go through that box. The crystal set is a $5 start. Black vinyl, the crystal set. When I come back, I'm going to sell the M&Ms, and unless there's a bid, and let me go grab another box. I think I found more magazines. All right. I'd have been on the Giant for 12. Oh, Teresa got the Giant for 12. Sorry. Teresa got the Giant for 12. Sorry, I'm going to get probably mess up a couple times doing these. Teresa got the Giant for 12. Teresa got the Giant for 12. M&M's is sold. M&M's is sold. M&M's is sold for 14 to Bobby B. There's the crystal set. Let's grab a new one. They're bidding on the crystal set. Here is the next one. James Blood Ulmer. Demonstration, not for sale. Columbia. Where did all the girls come from? $5 start. I actually know him. James Blood Ulmer, $5 start on that. We have Entertainment Weekly, Baywatch, Entertainment Weekly, Al Pacino, Michael J. Fox, Drugs in Hollywood, Power People, Dog, Entertainment Weekly. This is Ascent Magazine, Nashville. Something else here. Western and Cereals. Country Song Roundup, Alan Jackson. Country Americana. Country America with Dolly. Entertainment, 100 Best CDs. Conway Twitty. More Alan Jackson. Elvis Presley. The Illustrated Elvis, that's country. B.B. King. Crystal sets at 16. People Weekly. Annette Funicello. Clint Black. The State of Music, 1994. Time, 1968, Collector's Edition. This isn't actually from 1968. It looks like it's... Is that Tom Cruise in that ad? Looks like it is. World War II, American Heritage. American Heritage Magazine. Ooh, Entertainment Weekly, Kurt Cobain. That's a good one. The Life and Early Death of Kurt Cobain, 1994. Entertainment Weekly. Luke Who's Talking. Howard Stern. Crystal set is sold to Tracy Songer for $18. Does anybody want James Blood Ulmer for $5? Let's grab two more. Let's grab two more. Next two more. Next two more. Let's grab them right here in the middle this time. I haven't looked at them. Let's see what they are. I need somebody to buy James Blood Ulmer, though. Dave Cremin. Rockin' Bop Baby. And Omar and the String Poppers. On black and pink split color. $5 on that. Elvis and the People with Lisa Marie. Kurt Cobain magazine, $10. $10. Paul Beck wants James Blood Ulmer. That's sold to Paul Beck for $5. Thank you. That's sold to you for $5. All right. Evidently, there was a Lisa Marie Presley on a People magazine. Okay. And then I knew Regina wanted... I missed that one. There's Cher and Nicolas Cage. Robert W. gets the Kurt Cobain for $10. Regina, this Elvis Illustrated for $10. And I don't think there was a People magazine with Lisa Marie Presley. Kurt spelt his name with a D. I don't think there was. The People magazine, I don't see one. Okay. Oh, me. Give me 1 second, please. All right. I thought this. Sorry, I had to send a message right quick. Make sure to know when they're coming. I thought they were going to be here tonight with that delivery, but I think it's going to be later in the morning. So I might not stay here as late as I was planning on. I may go home and then come back. Right. So, um, so Omar 9, Omar 10, Omar 11, Omar 12, Omar 12, Omar 12, Omar 15, Omar 13, Omar 17. Yeah, that was share. I'm pretty sure that was share. We'll go back to it. This here, I'm putting money that's share, but I've been wrong on identifying these celebrities sometimes. Wow, there's some cool articles in here. I don't really see where it's featured in there, but yeah. Yeah, share. Okay. And then Omar's at 20. So what happened on Dave did Dave Criman get a bid? I might have to go up. Anybody on Dave for 5? And then Regina does want the Elvis book for 10. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of mass going through these tubs because we trying to chip away at them, but there's they're going to be here like um pretty early in the morning, and I've got to make sure we have all this stuff ready. They're delivering 30,000 records in the morning. We're cramped for space already, and because we have accumulated all this stuff, and so I'm like, well, let's start going through it. Then I'm going to basically try to retub all this stuff tonight and be like, all right, these are full of magazines. These are not full of magazines. And let me go get some more magazines. Because I'm going to try to get all those. That's what I'm trying to hunt right now, actually, is magazines, so I can be like, all right. And then we can try to sell them in lots, during the sale. Regina, I'll do $7 on the box office. Let me go grab another box over here. $7 on that one. Great Smoky Mountain National Park Handbook, 1960. Regina gets the Box Office magazine for 7. How to organize and run a film society. Statue of Liberty, National Monument Handbook. Probably all these places Fred's been. Lake Mead and Lake Mojave. Yeah, he dated it. This is his handwriting. Let's see here. He was at Hopewell Village. He was at the Lincoln Memorial in 1959. He's at Theodore Roosevelt National Park in 1960. He was at Lake Mead in 1957. He visited the Statue of Liberty in 1958. And he was at the Great Smoky Mountain National Parks in 1961. Wow. Okay, are we done on Omar? Omar's at $24. Boontar, are you done bidding? Bobby's out. Teresa has it for $24. Dave Kryman, nobody bid on that. $5 buy it now. Bobby says my mic's not working. I believe it is. Test 1, 2. I believe it's working. Let's go ahead and grab our next single out of this box randomly. The next one we have here is Wilmer X. Wilmer X, Hong Kong Boy. $5 start on that. Cool cover. Wilmer X, $5 start. Jamestown in Virginia, 1958. WRVA Dialogue. I don't know what any of that is, really. I don't think that's too significant. Omar's at 28. Must be a good one. Must have found a good one. International Songbook. Your favorite songs. Sheet music. Big West magazine. This is more almost like Fred's. Some of his personal stuff here almost. Hey, these are cool. These are erector set manuals. Why has he got so many of them? Erector set, erector set. Are these toy? These may be whole toy catalogs, though. Hold on a second. No, those are erector set catalog or manuals. Alfred E. Newman. Why did Fred have so many erector sets? Boy, did he have this many as a kid? Erector set. This could be good. Lionel Trains. What is this exactly? A catalog? Lionel Trains. Yeah, this is like a catalog here. Wow. I will take 10 of everything. More Lionel Trains. Lionel Trains. So Omar's at 24, 25, 28, 30, 33, 35, 38, 29, 40. Wilmer is a bid of 5. And what's the prices of the sheet music? Let me figure out where I just laid those. These here, let's see, there was like 3 right here. Irving Berlin hits, your favorite songs, and International Songbook. I'll say all 3 of those for $15. 1933 International Songbook. Your Favorite Songs is 1953. And then Irving Berlin Hits, 1977. Arnold wants those for $15. You missed my bid on Dave for $5. Okay, I was wondering if anybody had done that and I missed it. This is sold to R.K. Tucker for $5. Dave Creeman, $5 to R.K. Right now, Omar is a battle between Teresa and Craig. Is Omar a good one? It probably is. I put these up for a $5 start. It doesn't matter. $5 start because, and I'm sure last night we had some good ones as well, both music and value. Teresa has it right now for $45. Omar and the String Popper, show releases, $19.99. Wow, yeah. Zero for sale. Last sold for, they've all sold overseas too. None of them have ever sold in the United, one sold in the United States 6 years ago for $100. And none others have sold in U.S. currency. Yep. Is this even, it's on colored vinyl, right? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Craig has it right now for $46. Teresa, you're out. Probably about $100 record. And then who has Wilmer X, Hong Kong Boy? RK's at $7. I got to make sure Bobby B's out. Bobby B's out. Final call on that for $7. And then let's see what this last little bundle is that Fred had here. I'm going to try to wrap up around 2 a.m. That way I can be back here tomorrow when they show up with these records so I can help them stack them and pack them in here. Looks like more stuff where Fred got where he traveled. I mean, a lot of this is stuff he kept as like a teenager, a young kid. Hymn books. Looks like stuff he did in school. I mean, this guy kept everything. There's some naked lady. The Peru Tahiti's Sensation Illustrated Catalog. Those women walk around naked. Get Together songs. Sholing beer. That looks like World War II era. Yep, copyright 1942. Pre-rock and roll stuff. I don't know how people got by pre-rock and roll. The Horse Lover, 1950. Wow, that's a lot of stuff there. Can I see the label? You can. Let me get in my hand. My hands have got, black ink print on them. Let me wipe it on my shirt because I don't want to leave a smudge mark on anything. And it's definitely near mint. And it needs to be put back in this sleeve. It's got a heck of a static charge on it. You'll have dust attached to it for sure. It's nice, sleeve and disc. All right, this one's sold. Let's get another one going in the last few minutes here. This one sold to R.K. Tucker for $7. And this is with Teresa at $50. And let me go grab, let's pull another one. There's no telling what I'm about to pull out of here. And I have pulled the Backdoor Men. Tracks on wax. The Backdoor Men, $5. Regina the Horse Lover, $7. My hands are very dry. First thing I'm going to do is wash my hands and put on some lotion. They feel like they're about to crack in half where I've handled all this paper that's, it's like a sponge. Well, I found a whole box of vintage toys, but it's hard to get to them. I'm going to have to dig some more stuff out. Give me 1 second. Let me walk back around here. Oh, wow. I just found these New Orleans records. I just found like 15 of these little crates like this full of more New Orleans records I didn't know we had. Like 15 of these are stacked up underneath a rack. They're like 5 deep, and then there's some up underneath a table next to it. Like 10 of these full of New Orleans records. That's going to keep us busy. We've got New Orleans records for years. Omar 59, Backdoor Men 578. So Tracy has Omar for 59. Now it's between Tracy and Teresa. Tracy and Teresa, right? Backdoor Men is at 578. RK, you're out. I just thought I'd update y'all. I just found a ton of New Orleans 45s I didn't know I had. And I think there's a big box over here too if I can dig it out. Y'all have no idea what I'm going through over here. I wish it was on camera. How much stuff I am trying to pull out of these tubs so I can see what's on these racks. Wow, I think this is... I think this is another box. Yeah. Here's another box. I think this is New Orleans stuff. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Here is a ton. These look like really good. It looks like these almost been like pre-sorted. I mean, golly. Whew. All right. I'm gonna stack the. We'll get all those eventually, one at a time. $5 starts. One at a time. $5 starts. Regina got the horse magazine for $7. Whew, I'm gonna have to hire 2 or 3 people. Let's go back up here. What happened on Omar? 70, 72. Teresa's out. Tracy has it for 72. Is Backdoor Men on black? Yes. And I told John, I was like, I think we could put up probably other stuff too, because I mean, tonight I tried like other $5 start records, like we did Sam Cooke and just all the other kind of stuff we have, not just the bizarre New Orleans, and those did well too. And I was like, yeah, let's just get all the nice ones together, and I mean, we'll keep 2 or 3 45 auctions going for the next 3 years and see what happens. I'm trying to see what else is over here, honestly. Ah, well, I've absolutely made a mess. Let me see what's going on over here. Sorry, I'm kind of everything else is too time consuming. My next couple tubs, I'll give you $5 cold hard cash to dig through those. All right, so Omar sold for $72. That might be the best one of the night. That's sold for $72 to Tracy Soinger. And let's go ahead and sell the backdoor men. The backdoor men is sold to Bobby B for $8. And guys and gals, I probably just need to go ahead and stop. I was trying to find something quick, but I'm running out of time. It's getting late, and I've made a heck of a mess. I've made a heck of a mess. Can I put back the escort poster? You can. You can buy some 45s tomorrow. Don't worry about it right now. I'll go ahead and pull it out of the pile. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to clean up. Let's stop right there. It's been great. Sometimes we go through music late at night. We go through records and CDs, and sometimes we go through this kind of stuff. I'm trying to get done with all this kind of stuff this week so I can recondense it, and we'll have to I don't know how to sell it or what to do with it. I've got to just slowly work it into auctions, and I don't know. What do you do with 10,000 magazines? I mean, some of them are, I think, pretty good. So it's been a great night. Thank you, Robert, for the big Green Day purchase. Just in case anybody's still hanging around, hold on one second. Let me jump over here to this. In case anybody's still hanging around, I have a few guitars left that didn't sell. In case you were wondering, the Oasis guitar is still available, $3,750. The Avenged Sevenfold guitar is available, $2,750. The Red Hot Chili Peppers basketball is available, $875. And I think we sold everything else except Cheap Trick for $375. And I believe I can do $575 on the Smashing Pumpkins, which I believe somebody's interested, but they said give them a couple weeks, which is okay with me. And there's probably the big sale of the night, probably one of the most expensive items we've ever sold here. I'll sign off with that on the screen. That was the Green Day guitar we sold tonight for $3,750. One of the biggest sales ever here live, and one of the most incredible rock and roll memorabilia pieces I've ever sold. A signed Green Day guitar, signed on guitar, beautiful red Squier Stratocaster. And I'm about to go plug it in and shred. No, I'm joking. I will not be touching that. It's already wrapped up, actually. They've already got it in the bag and wrapped up, and we're about to tomorrow go buy a case for it. So thanks, everybody, for watching. I'm going to leave this on the screen because that is one of the best things we've had come through. We're talking about a band like Green Day, signed guitar. Wow. Amazing. And then we've got a signed Smashing Pumpkins poster. It's $575. I figured somebody would buy Oasis. I didn't hear back from them. I figured he would. There's the Smashing Pumpkins poster. It's signed by Corgan, Schroeder, Reyes, and Chamberlain. I think that's the price, Robert. If I've grossly underpriced it, I'll have to correct it. I just didn't have that one wrote down tonight. But it's a Zeitgeist era poster from that guy's collection. And what else is on here? I think we still got some stuff on here. Yeah, I still got Depeche Mode. It's $575. The Journey CD is $975. Yeah, there is that. It's numbered. Yeah, those are older pictures of it. What else is on here? We sold those. There's Otis. And then I think most of everything else on here sold. There's Stevie Nicks. I still got that. I really need to sell that. That's about the second most expensive thing we have in here in this store for sale. Now these original posters here I still have. I still got these posters right here. That's like $10,000. No joke. Those are like extremely expensive. And then Hendrix here. What happened to my Hendrix? Oh man, I still got this over here too. Yeah, I've got to get all that sold. I need to find some buyers. These right here are huge money. One of these recently sold for like $9,800. This Pink Floyd poster. So that's for another day. Whew. I got too much stuff. Depeche is signed by Gann, Gore, and Fletcher. $575. It's a CD case or a CD artwork. Gann, Gore, and Fletcher. Signed Depeche Mode albums, you just get Gann on one, and it's like $1,000. I saw where a signed Violator just sold for $1,075. Very, very pricey stuff. I've got 2 of those actually. We've got 2 or 3 of those Depeche Modes. I know we have 2. We may have 3. I got to count my letters over here. I got all of our letters stacked up in a folder. I was really hoping Avenged would sell, but not yet. All right. Escort Girls 20. What'd I say to her? 45 ship. Dale, it would be 30 if you want to come pick it up. and because I had it sold to her for 45, and if I discounted any further, Tracy would probably be like, "Well, just go ahead and sell it to me anyways." She probably any further, she'd be like, "Well, I'll go ahead and just buy it for that." But I'll do 30 if you're coming to pick up on it. Let's go back to live view here. It's right here. It's been a great night though. We started this gig about a little after 5. It's 2 a.m. and I'll be back here again tomorrow and the next night doing this again. I have about 1 billion things to put away and clean up. We're expecting a delivery of vinyl that's going to consume our life tomorrow. And I think the first thing I need to do is go take a power nap and eat some Pop-Tarts. And I think I'm just going to come back here tomorrow and just help them throughout the day. I think we go home and sleep and then just try to be here tomorrow during the day. I've been trying to do that all week, but my sleep schedule's just wacko. All right. Should be another great show tomorrow. I got 2 crates of Japanese. Check this out. I've been looking at this all night. I didn't want to show it because we could have sold it very easily, but that's going to be one of our big Japanese auctions tomorrow. Boom. As they say, let the bidding begin. All right. If no other words, I'm going to go ahead and end the feed. Anybody else? That's it. I think we're done. Dale says 25. Dale always likes to beat me up. Dale's a professional beater-upper to me. I just hope Tracy's not mad. It would cost quite a bit to ship. I'll go ahead and sell this to Dale for $25. They'll take one of my window cards out. Now I only have 9,800 left. All right, sell that to Dale for 25. Thank you, Dale. I'm really signing off now. Good night, everybody. I could stand here and do this all night, but at some point I'm running out of space and I'm not really organizing. I'm just slinging stuff around. So let me stop right there. Thanks, everybody. Good night. That's it. Appreciate it. Tracy says she's not mad. Okay, good. Now I feel better about it, Dale. Thank you. Good night. Y'all come back at 5. I'll have nothing but Japanese. Laura's got more great auctions ready. They'll be delivering records. We'll have 2 New Orleans records going all night long until every single one of these are all gone. They'll go faster than you think. I mean, we've got a bunch, but they'll go faster than you think. We sell quite a bit a night. So get them while you can. Thank you. Good night.